Alright, normally you need a triple in the starting shop to get a turn 1 tier 2, but not with Chinchilla. Or with Pig actually, you can also do this with Pig. So we get the level up, we still have 3 gold, and we can play this 2 squad on turn 1, which has a tier 2 in it. And now, as per usual, we're going to try and keep the Bilby all the way to the end, and because we still have the Chinchilla, we actually win turn 1, which is really helpful. Now, I can't remember if I keep the Chinchilla here or not. Usually, if I get this start with Chinchilla, I do try and keep it, but sometimes it just becomes untenable at a certain point. Especially when you're down to 1 heart and hanging on. Let's see what happens in this one. This was recorded a while ago and I just haven't gotten around to uploading it, so I don't really remember a whole lot about the game. So we can take the Baboon and start buffing the Bilby before we get a tier 3. I've had quite a few games recently with random packs. I don't think this was a random pack, but it might have been a pack that was random and then I just kept playing it. Getting Baboon on turn 3 is so good, and it's pretty difficult to justify selling it. But I think at some point here we will do that. And we should actually, yeah, scrape a tie, even though we're only playing the 3 squad. So we need a tier 3 for the Baboon to start buffing. I guess Hoopo Bird will do. Or maybe I could take Gariel just for a change. I think Hoopo Bird must be one of my most bought tier 3s in customs. It just goes in so many packs because you're sometimes taking it for draw purposes. But you know, it's also just great for synergizing with a variety of early game things like Pineapple and Toad and so on. We'll buy the remaining cheap apples, and now we get the toy activated. That should be a significant improvement. Maybe we'll go for the level up on the Baboon, I can't remember. I guess we might as well at this point. I suppose another thing with the Chinchilla is, you know, if you get it for the turn 1 tier 2 and you keep it, it's very difficult to just completely ignore that you've got the 3 gold that you could recover at any moment by selling it. So it is a bit of a test of willpower, and I think in this game I'm going to end up failing it. I guess we'll find out. Now here I take the separate Baboon, probably thinking that Gariel is still tier 4, but of course it's a tier 3, so they don't do anything for that turn. We need to get a tier 4 or a tier 5 quickly so that Baboons have something to do. And we get the level up here, so I presume what's going to happen is I'm going to take this level up on the Gariel, and then we're going to sell the Chinchilla. Yep. Hate to do it, but sometimes it just works out that way. And then not great options here. I actually don't have to take anything. I think we could just skip it and then let them buff the red panda and transform it at a later date. The benefit here, although maybe I'm going to take the fanfish. Okay, that was a very poor decision. Maybe I have transform foods in the pack, I don't remember. But I really should have just left that as red panda and then gone for level 2 red panda. Okay, I was just checking there, presumably if I had the transform foods or not. But yeah, the benefit of doing it that way is that red panda would then eventually become a tier 6 and the Baboons would just keep buffing it. So that was definitely a very odd decision. We'll upgrade to level 2 foam sword and then probably level 2 the Bilby. Or maybe we're going to greed for flounder level 2. Yeah, okay. Definitely now that we get 2 of them in the shop. Okay, make that 3. I mean, with 5 hearts, we should definitely be taking both flounders here. Now, I think, if I remember rightly, although this is a while ago, this might be where I make a mistake. I think the intention here was that I was supposed to level up one flounder with the other flounder, so we got way more chocolate than you really should. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think I'm going to make a blunder. Reactivating the foam sword. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to make the right decision. Okay, we get sunfish. I think we can actually just dispense with the fanfish. Yeah, I really should just sacrifice a heart here and use the flounder to get another level 2 flounder, but that's not what's going to happen. So sunfish isn't going to do anything on this turn, and I think I should just give up on the... Definitely should just give up on the fanfish at this point. Okay. Kind of difficult to work out what I was thinking there, but oh well, you make these mistakes sometimes. Actually might be okay here though. Yeah, thankfully the Gharial had enough to knock out the first 2 units. So a bit of a let off there after a pretty bad turn. But now we get level 2 sunfish, so we can put that up the front and do a huge amount of damage. And then we'll go for level 3 Gharial. It makes these pets so much stronger that you can just put chocolate on them and then get the level 3 toy the next turn, instead of having to, always put waffle in the pack. And what are we going to go with here? Parrot? I guess the fanfish is actually going to do something finally now that we have level 3 Gharial. And we'll just have Parrot copy the sunfish. Luckily, just enough HP left on the Gharial to get the knockout on the blowfish there. And then I think I'm going to go for the level 2 cockatrice with alpaca. Notice that we don't really have anything here for the Bilby to do. I'm not sure if that was because there wasn't anything in the pack that I could have used. I suppose actually here, I could have gone with 4 hearts. I could have gone a couple of turns with... I could have sacrificed a couple of turns to just get the melons from the Gharial, and then any pet that had a melon, when it breaks, the Bilby will give it garlic. Maybe I just wasn't thinking about that. I almost never take the melon toy from Gharial, and yeah, when we don't have the sunfish going, it's a bit of a struggle. So another alpaca, but I don't really have space for it, yeah. We're on 9 wins, so we only need 1 more win anyway. And I think if we get level 3 sunfish here, which we do, very fortunate, that should seal the deal, you would think. Even though we have no equipment and no Bilby synergy at all. And yeah, the backmost units get destroyed. The hippo gets turned into a rock. We didn't even get full sunfish value there because the backline units were removed. And then here's another one. I just wanted to show the start of this to show that I'm getting the fruit fly on the first turn, and then we'll skip to the end. Turn 1 tier 2s are fairly common, to be honest, so I have a lot of them saved up. But this one, I wanted to show the final battle. We're on turn 14, 1 heart, so you know we're not going to win, but the manner in which we lose is pretty spectacular, I would say. This looks like a fairly strong team here, even though maybe the gargoyle isn't the best, but level 2 eagle plus beluga with eagle inside it. Okay, this isn't the final battle. I guess this is the second last one. We face Eminem here with the wharf in the back setup. And you can see why I would feel relatively confident here, because even though we just win by 1 HP there, having so many eagles is just so strong. And presumably I have the pill frozen because I'm intending on pilling the beluga. Maybe I'm hoping for a mushroom in the extra slot, I don't know. Okay, we don't have mushroom in the pack, so I don't know what I was rolling for there. But look at this, it's level 3 iguana on turn 15, which means it's going to go absolutely wild when we start summoning things. And we get level 3 orca, which seems like it might be good. But everything that comes out of the orca is 6 HP, so the iguana just kills it all. And we almost actually scraped the tie, but not quite. If we had mushroom in the pack, I'm sure we could have been okay there.